when I was thinking of this one musical scene, it always came straight back to me. It was Joker. This movie, in all intents and purposes, is a straight masterclass and a real deep dive into society, mental health, and just how people are in general. And I think everything in this movie at the end just encapsulates everything that is trying to tell. And that musical scene is the ending, played by Frank Sinatra's That's Life. And just this shot in the song and everything in it just lines up so perfectly and just represents this movie in general. Because in this movie, we see Arthur Fleck is just beaten down and just basically destroyed by society and as a whole. I mean, like, Gotham City isn't making him better, and we all know that it's just going to get worse and worse over time. And throughout the film, we can see Arthur is just having enough of it. And that's why That's Life represents him in general, because in this movie he has so many highs and so many lows. It just represents like how no matter what, he isn't going to let Gotham run him over anymore, and he just is going to be the wild beast that he is. Because in this movie he has to take so much, and at some point we all know he's going to snap, and whenever it does, we all love and fear it because we all know what's going to happen in this. For a second, I was considering putting the stairs scene in, obviously because it's the most iconic and, you know, the one that everybody knows and knows well and all. But I feel like while this is a good scene, but by the way, I don't think the music choice was good for it. It fell a little bit off. But I just feel like the ending just has more of a meaning to it, because with the song, it just tells us about like how, like this, like just the wording "that's life" just tells you that's life, and that's the best we're gonna get from it. Like, you can't redo it, you can't retry. I mean, like, we see that Gotham City isn't gonna get better, and that's life. We can tell from the rich, like people like Thomas Wayne, of how their greediness and their influence have basically driven the whole city insane, and how their capitalist ideals have just put the city at a downward spiral, because that's life. And he just sits there in his idle castle while other people like Arthur Fleck are just set to rot. And Arthur, the same person, also looks up to those rich and powerful people like Murray, because that's the one person that he feels like he can relate to. That's someone that he thinks is just like him. But in the end, we all know that's not true. He looks up to him. He sees him as an idol in his eyes. And the problem is that in life, most people aren't like that, because some people in life aren't gonna try to befriend you. Most are in it for personal gain, and that's life. And Arthur is the true victim in this story. Sure, Joker truly is, and he is a criminal and all that, but the insane levels that we see him in, the downward spiral of madness, the sadness, and the disparity he goes through in this entire movie. Sometimes he tries to quit it, but he can't deny the fact that he just wants to be seen. But the world he was put into can never let him, so he made it himself. And of course, we all know it's wonderful but horrible to look at. And when he's in jail, he truly knows that he is himself no matter what. Now, sure, that Bruce Wayne, Tom, come on, man. We've seen him die too many times. I don't know. Like, was he laughing at that? Did he know that Batman's parents died or something? Like, did he know he got justice for what? I don't know. But the point is, the ending in this movie is the one true musical scene that just always comes into my mind for true cinema. Like, it just shows you that Joker accepts himself for who he is, and he knows that he knows he's in a circus, and he's the clown running the show in his mind, because that is the one true musical scene.